This is a simple program. So you already know that what is the use of this function. So here this n variable as a value 5, then I just passing this value to a, then here that value, the passing value is changed to 5 plus 10, that is 15. Then if I print a, what happen? It will print a 15 here. Then if I print n here, what happen? So we can check. Then 15 5, I think it's visible. 15 5. 15 means inside the function a value is changed to 15. Then here there is no change in original value. This is original value, this is the copied value, right? So what happened? What's the reason? Because you know this value is copied to here only. So if you passing this argument is a immutable data type, then the original value cannot change. If anything is changed inside the function, it will not affect the original value. If the data type is immutable, the data type is, the main point is data type is immutable, that is it is not changeable. So instead of this, suppose we think that this is the list. So I'm going to change the list. So I'm going to add 10 to each element of the list. That is, I'm going to add 10 with this 5, then 10 with this 6 using this function. Then for that, first I create a variable j is equal to 0. This j is used to iterate the index position. So what is the first index position? 0, then 1 and so on. Second, I'm going to write for I in a. So what is a here? A means it's a list. So what is the first value of I? 5. What is the second value of I? That is a second value of I, that is 6. So inside the loop, this the one of the way you can change, you can add or subtract, or you can change the value of a list. Then a of j. A of j means the value, j means 0. A of 0, that is a of 0, this value I am going to change I plus 10. That is, what is the value of I here now? 5. 5 plus 10, 15. I just saved into a of j, a of 0, that is E5 is changed to 15. Second loop, what happened? Then here I'm going to again write j is equal to j plus 1, because now first value is changed, I need to move to here. That's why I'm writing j plus 1. So in second iteration, I value changed to 6, then j value is 1, that is a of 1, this value changed to I plus 10. So 6 plus 10, that is changed to 16. So here you can see that I'm going to print a here. So what is the value of a here? 15, 16. So I'm going to save this program. So I'm going to run this program. The 15, 16. So did you see that the second 15, 16? Because of I'm going to print this n here also. In previous example, original data is safe, it will not affected if anything changes here inside the function. But here means what happened? The original data as well as the original data is changed here. It is changed here. I'm going to again show that. Here I have a print here, then it will print 15, 16. So, but actually with respect to the previous example, there is no changes here, but it is actually changed to 15 and 16. File, save, again run, again 15 to 16, because of we are passing an mutable object from here to function. So if the variable, the data type of the passing argument is mutable, then original data, if any changes is made inside the function, it will affect on the original data. Again, if we passing a mutable object, that is, object means mutable data type, we can change. That is, if the data type is mutable, then if anything changes made inside the function, it will affect on the original data. But instead of here, if you passing a immutable object like a string, numbers, tuples, then it will not affect here. It will not affect. If anything, if any change made inside the function, it will not affect on original data. It will not affect on original data. So this is the main concept. So if you passing the argument is mutable data type, then if any changes made inside the function, it will reflect on original data. Then if you passing an immutable data type like numbers, string, tuple, if any changes made inside the function, it will not affect the original data. I think you understand this one. Then try it on your compiler. Then if you have any doubt, ask me now.